What's going on, you guys? It's Brobson here, and today's video is going to take place on old school RuneScape, and if you just watch the screen, you'll probably be able to figure out why immediately, but I'll get into it in a second. First, I just want to apologize because there are people below me right now that are making so much noise, and they genuinely have been making noise. It's just been like banging and like sawing and just random noises. You can hear it underneath me right now. I don't know what it is. It's been going on for 2 days. I've been trying to make a video, and I'll like take like 5-minute periods of time where it stops, and I'll try to talk, and then it just starts up again. I genuinely don't know what they're doing. They're probably like killing people downstairs. I don't really know, but I can't find time to make a video where they're not making that noise even at like 2 a.m. They're just, something's fucking going on down there, so I apologize for that, but you'll just have to deal with the background noise. But yeah, as I said, today's video is going to be an old school RuneScape, and if you haven't guessed it by now and by the title of the video, I am basically just doing it to get the Black Halloween Mask, which is a reward for the holiday event that was brought into game this year in old school RuneScape only. So as you guys know, the rares have been getting dropped on the ground, or they were getting dropped on the ground for a period of time, and the only time that I've spent on old school RuneScape has been to do 2 different series that I tried on my main RuneScape channel. One of them was called the Antisocial Artisan, where I used the Maxscape from scratch style rules to just try and train my artisan skills in RuneScape, which means I have to train all the gatherer skills to gather resources and then use them to get my my artisan skills up. And the goal was obviously to eventually get all of my artisan and gatherer skills up to level 99, and that just never really took off. You guys weren't really into it. I wasn't really enjoying doing it, and it really didn't get that good of feedback, so that kind of died immediately. Then a little bit later on, I tried an old school series called the Simply Slayer series, I believe it was called, where I created a brand new account and I tried to get just Slayer up on old school. I only wanted to train my Slayer, so my combat stats would have to get trained through Slayer. My gear upgrades and my weapon upgrades would have to come from Slayer drops. Same thing, all MCFS style rules. I can't use the Grand Exchange, can't trade, can't buy anything. So all my gear and weapon upgrades would have to come from Slayer drops, and all of my combat XP would have to come from Slayer itself. I eventually changed the rules a little bit, I think in episode 2, to make it so that I could do fishing and cooking to get myself food for Slayer tasks, because it's virtually impossible at level 1 to get any kills with like a bronze sword and no weapons, or no armor. So I had to change that. I gave myself some shrimp and stuff, and then I also got agility. I allowed that because it simply made running around to and from my Slayer tasks and my Slayer masters a lot easier. So I decided to do that as well. But aside from that, it was all Slayer, and that did get good reviews. But I was just having so much fun on the Maxscape from scratch account that kind of just, I never had time to do it, because anytime I would come home from class or I would find free time during the summer where I wasn't working, I would end up just saying, I want to go do this on MCFS, I want to go kill the Calfight King, or I want to go to Armadillo with some other MCFSers, and I just never ended up finding the time or the motivation to get on the Simply Slayer account. So that account just kind of, or I guess that account and that series just kind of died away as well. And the only other time I was ever on old school RuneScape was for party hat hunting, because it was just something that seemed so cool to me. Rune King MCFS and I ended up going and live streaming while searching for party hats one night, and we ended up finding a purple party hat on the ground in the Edgeville dungeon, in the wilderness in Edgeville. So that was really cool, and it just kind of motivated me to spend the entire week that party hats were spawning in RuneScape to go looking for them. So I didn't end up finding any more. He ended up giving the purple party hat to somebody else, and I never ended up finding a party hat. I even did the Mod Matt K live streams. I ran to the Brimhaven Agility Arena and tried to get some that way, but I never ended up getting any. So that was kind of discouraging. And aside from that, I've never really had the urge to play old school. I really do enjoy RuneScape 3 more. I think it's a better game, and I don't really get the aspect of nostalgia that most players get from old school RuneScape, because I never played back in 2007. I believe I had an account in 2007. I had played the game before then, but I didn't actually start seriously playing RuneScape, or really even playing it at all on a daily basis, until 2009 when I was in college. So it was I don't know, it's kind of just interesting to see that I'm not as into old school as most of the other players are, and it's just because I don't really have that sense of nostalgia. But again, I wanted to get this Black Halloween Mask just because I do like the idea of novelty items and rare items, and this one was one that I could actually obtain myself, and it seemed pretty cool. So I just kind of headed over to Falador, where I thought the event would be, because it's usually south of Falador, like where the clan camp is in RuneScape 3. That's usually where the little portal used to be for holiday events. But this time you had to talk to Diango to start it, so I figured that out by asking players in game, and it's actually a pretty cool event. I'm not really disappointed with it at all. Obviously, I'm sure the old school team didn't want to put too much development time into this, so they pretty much just made it a Ghostbuster event, where Diango has a bunch of ghosts that spawned and took stuff over in his basement. So you go into the little trap door in his house, or I don't know if it's his house, it's like a little shed with a trap door in it that he owns. So you go down there, and as you can see, a bunch of artifacts are taken over by ghosts. So you use the ghost identifier, the white spray, to go ahead and knock them out and show themselves. They pretty much much just leave the item, and the item disappears that they're taking over. As you can see, there's wooden ducks on screen now. So you use the white spray on the wooden ducks to make the ducks disappear, and it turns into a ghost of one of the 5 colored things that you have on screen. And this one, as you can see, turned into a yellow geist, or ghost, or I think they call them geists. So then you load the yellow Ghostbuster into your little gun, and you shoot the yellow ghost, and it disappears. So you have to do this for 3 of every single color, and it just works out. I'm pretty sure you don't end up doing like 5 of one color before you get to 3 of another. They work in order, so you end up killing, as soon as you get 15 geists, you get all 3 of every single color, and then it pretty much just, the rest of the ghosts that were in the basement disappear at that point in time, and that signifies that you've done everything you can do. And the little chat boxes on screen also say that you have you've unlocked all of the skeleton rewards, which are the skeleton outfit that everyone knows and loves so much. And yeah, then the second half of the event is just to chop some roots underneath the ground. You can see this thing that looks identical to an evil tree just hanging out. So you go up to it and you chop out its roots, and it like sucks you underground into this little cavern. And then you kill, or you don't kill, but you chop down the little roots down there. So it was pretty cool. These look just like the curly roots and the straight vines, or straight roots, I think they're called, from the Jadinko lair, which you can cut down for woodcutting and firemaking XP in RuneScape 3 at the Jadinko lair. Even in your inventory, they look like the curly roots. It's kind of funny to see, but either way, it's pretty simple. You just have to cut 10 of them down, and they respawn almost immediately. So as you can see, I stayed at the same vine for all 10, chopped them, and then ran back upstairs. And I was actually pretty delighted to find out that you get a lot more rewards than I thought you did from this event. I figured it would just be the skeleton outfit and then the black Halloween mask that you unlock, but you actually get a bunch of other rare items as well. You get the zombie head. Now there's people outside road raging. But yeah, you get the zombie head, which is a novelty item that I really like. You can't actually wear the head like the zombie mask that you get from the random event minigames, but you can like hold the head up, you can like yell at it, you can show it off, you can, there's like a bunch of stuff you can do with this head. It's just a pretty cool item. So there's that. You also get the scythe. If you hadn't gotten the scythe from, you know, when they spawn on the ground, you get one of those. And another item that I'm really glad they brought back was the jack-o'-lantern mask, because it's just a really cool item. As you know, they spawned the rare item, the pumpkin, on the ground, which you can just pick up and then you can eat it, but it's a rare item, so obviously you wouldn't want to eat pumpkins, you just kind of hold on to them. But they didn't unleash or I guess just unlock or release the pumpkin head, the jack-o'-lantern mask. So I was really glad they brought that back. I remember a long time ago when I used to play, when I first started playing in 09, I used to see a lot of people wearing the cosmetic outfits around, and they definitely used the skeleton outfit with the jack-o'-lantern mask a lot. So it was cool to see all of those items come back together with this event. And then you got 2 normal pumpkins, which are the items I was just talking about that you can eat. You get them noted. You also get 2 Halloween mask sets. So I got 2 green Halloween masks, 2 red Halloween masks, and 2 blue Halloween masks, which is really cool, because I had no idea that you got multiple Halloween masks, and those are tradable. So this reward actually was worth probably like 250k or something like that. I'm obviously not going to sell them because I just play without selling or trading things on all of my accounts now, but it was cool to see that. And yeah, then obviously I got the black Halloween mask as well. So it was a plethora of rewards. I was kind of excited to find out. I got a lot of different stuff now on this account, and they're all rare items, but it's pretty cool. And then I have no plans from now on to continue playing on Old School at all. It was just kind of a one-time thing to do this event and to get the novelty item of the black Halloween mask, and then I got all these other items as well. So if you guys really want to see Max Cape from Scratch series on Old School, feel free to leave a like on this video and a comment letting me know. As of now, I have absolutely no plans to do it, and the next upload will definitely be a RuneScape 3 upload. But if all of you guys, or at least most of you guys, want to see it, then I will start it and do it, just because I obviously want to keep you guys happy as well as keep myself happy, and I do like playing Old School. It's kind of fun. So leave a comment, a like or dislike below, letting me know what you'd like me to do moving forward. And aside from that, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time with a new video.